Long ago, in the ancient kingdom of Eldrani, nestled between the towering cliffs of the Askar Mountains and the endless sands of the Chiron Desert, there lived a mighty king named Siroth.
Known for his courage, wisdom, and strength, King Siroth led his people to prosperity and wealth. However, his wealth soon became the source of envy and greed, not just among his enemies, but within his own court.
Fearing that his treasure would be stolen upon his death, he decided to hide it in a place that no man could easily reach.
Legend says that during his final days, King Siroth gathered his most trusted warriors and advisors.
Under the cover of night, they set out into the wild, carrying chest after chest filled with gold, silver, jewels, and artifacts from across the world.
They traveled far into the heart of the Chiron Desert until they reached a hidden canyon known as the Moor of Shadows.
It was a place feared by even the bravest of warriors, for it was said to be cursed and guarded by creatures that lurked in the shadows.
In the deepest part of the canyon, King Siroth ordered his men to dig a vast cavern beneath an ancient stone archway.
There, he hid his treasure, leaving intricate traps and riddles that only those with a pure heart and sharp wit could survive.
Before he left, he carved a final warning above the treasure's resting place. Those who seek with greed in their hearts shall find only shadows.
Many centuries passed, and the legend of King Siroth's treasure grew.
Brave adventurers, greedy bandits, and even seasoned warlords sought to uncover the location of the hidden gold.
Some claimed to have found ancient maps, while others claimed visions from the gods. Yet none who entered the Moor of Shadows returned. One day, a humble scholar named Alaric, who had spent his life studying the ancient texts of Eldrani, came across a forgotten scroll.
The scroll hinted at a riddle, directions hidden in the stars and rivers, in the echoes of Eldrani's forgotten past.
Alaric, unlike those before him, was driven not by wealth, but by a genuine love of history and knowledge. With little more than his knowledge and a small pack of provisions, Alaric set out alone. He followed the clues hidden in the stars, the changing winds, and the ancient markings on stones scattered across the desert. When he finally reached the Moor of Shadows, he saw that the stories were true. Shadows seemed to dance and twist, forming shapes of monstrous creatures, but Alaric was undeterred.
He whispered to himself the ancient words of Siroth's warning and pressed forward.
Inside, he faced riddles carved into the stone walls and traps that seemed to respond to any signs of fear or hesitation. But with patience and wit, he passed each trial, reaching the final chamber where the treasure lay hidden. To his surprise, Alaric found that the treasure was guarded by a golden statue of King Siroth himself. The statue seemed alive, as though watching his every move.
Alaric knelt before the statue, reciting a prayer of respect to the ancient king.
At that moment, the statue's eyes glowed and the stone floor shifted, revealing an ancient tome, a record of Eldrani's history and wisdom. It was then that Alaric understood. The true treasure of King Siroth was not merely gold and jewels, but the knowledge and wisdom of his kingdom.
Alaric left the chamber empty-handed, save for the tome. He would spend the rest of his life sharing the wisdom he had uncovered, and the golden treasure of Eldrani remained undisturbed in the heart of the desert, waiting for those worthy enough to find it.
And so the legend lives on, tempting the brave, the greedy, and the wise, each hoping to find the lost treasure of King Siroth hidden deep within the Moor of Shadows.